Hey, what's up guys, it's Zach and welcome to another unboxing slash review. Today we're going to be unboxing this plush, and you guys might know what it is already by the title, but let's just get to the review. Now, this plush was kind of a personal gift to myself because for Christmas I didn't really ask for much this year. I just only asked for money and that was it. And that was really it. Now, I'm sorry if me holding this camera looks a little silly. I don't know where my tripod is and I lost it since that one Sonic Battle episode where I was filming with it. Anyways, back on track, this plush will actually help out a lot in my videos because it's one of the many reasons why I have writer's block is because I have a really short roster of characters in my videos, so it tends to get a little dry and also just a little stale when it comes to making videos with just the same old characters. But this right here will help out. Be safe when handling sharp objects. This is an X-Acto knife. What I'm going to do is just poke at it very gently. Ooh, I almost just cut myself. A little 30th anniversary logo on the Sonic tag. But today we'll be reviewing Great Eastern's Amy Rose. This is a very unusual character because one, I'm a dude and I play with boy toys. Yeah, you know what's up. But I started maturing up a little bit and started to like suck it up and realize that not everything has to be a guy character in your videos. So yeah, today we're going to be looking at Amy. Just cut the seal, so that way it's an easier access so I can pull her out. Dump her open like a bag of chips, and let's get straight to it. So right off the bat, oh, my DoorDash delivery's coming. So right off the bat, a lot of emotion in this character's face. I really love the eyes. I've been noticing that GE has been doing the embroidered eyes lately. I'm not a fan of it, mainly on Great Eastern plushes because that's kind of their thing. They use the ironed on materials for their eyes. And it's also another reason why I'm not picking up their new modern Knuckles because it just does not look good and half of the details on them look really lazy. But talking about Amy, you can see she has her little headband, her little hair that comes out, the little spikes, the rest of her hair. I wonder if Sega confirmed that for female hedgehogs that their quills go downwards instead of spiking out outwards, even though Amy has had the Sonic spike design when she was a little kid. Her little red dress, it's cute. It gets a little like ruffled up and fumbled when holding it, but it does what it's supposed to. Could be a little longer in my opinion, but her skirt's always been really short. Let me get my head out of the way because it's giving the shadow all over the plush. You can see her little yellow gold ring bracelet. I say gold because it's usually gold in the games. Sometimes it does appear yellow. Her little hands. She got a little fist going on. About to box someone. Here we got her little boots. Really liking the design of the boots. Overall, I like most of the designs for the shoes for the modern characters because for the classic characters, when it's just like a shoe or a boot, it's just really simple. Like this whole thing would have just been red in the bottom, so it would have been dark red. Yeah, you can see the little line going down, the little sock hanging out. Amy's little tail. I'm not going to show off her diaper because there are a lot of creeps on the internet. I do notice though, her nose is a button instead of the usual fabric nose. Let me grab my Sonic. Now, Sonic's nose is obviously made out of fabric because it sticks out. But then Amy's is a little button, similar to Tails' nose. I do also want to get this little detail out of the way. I guess I could use Sonic as like a little comparison for the size. Amy being a little bit shorter than Sonic, of course, because Sonic is taller, generally, over Amy. But, as I was saying, one thing I do want to get out of the way, because Sonic is actually one of the GE's most recent plushes, this specific version of Sonic. And if you look closely, Amy has a lot more detail in her eyes than this guy does. And it's the same thing that happened to Tails. They don't have the little black outline. For example, yes, I do just have my plushies on the side. I sleep with them, don't judge me. Shadow the Hedgehog. He has a black outline on his eye. So, I guess because Amy being one of the early modern Great Eastern plushes, that she has that design. And it's so funny because we gone for a long time, for the people who collect GE plushes, that we have not had a up to scale modern Sonic with the rest of the cast. We've only had like the giant 14-inch Sonic, and we had the small like 5-inch Sonic. And it wasn't until recently that we got this guy, because we had classic Sonic for the longest time, and we also had the Sonic X Sonic plush, but Sonic X has been discontinued because obviously the anime hasn't been going on anymore, and also just the fact that not a lot of people had access to that. I want to tell a little fun story about the Sonic X plush, but this is supposed to be an Amy video. Nah, whatever, I'll tell it. So this was back in like 2010. This was back before I even became a YouTuber or any of that stuff, but I was inspired by a lot of YouTubers who did plush videos. Again, I only think it was around the time of 2010 because I remember Iron Man 2 coming out, and I vaguely remember watching it that year. Anyways, back to the story. I remember it was me, my mom, and one of her boyfriends at the time, and we went to a Shakey's Pizza. For those of you guys who don't know what a Shakey's Pizza is, it's basically a pizzeria with a bunch of arcade machines. I remember it was around the ending of our little trip to Shakey's, but basically just imagine little me going around every arcade machine just playing them and getting bored till the very end. And so I remember going up to this claw machine. This one specific claw machine had just a bunch of little plushies, and I was looking around to see if I really wanted to play it, because if I want to play a claw machine, I want to make sure there's something in there that I want to win. So I start peeking around at the little claw machine, and I look down and I see a freaking Sonic X GE plush inside of it. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my god, if I have this, I'm going to be the coolest kid ever. I want it. It's Sonic. Especially around that time, because I think that was back when CW was still on TV and it was still broadcasting Sonic X episodes. So of course I was going to want to get it, and also just in general, I was a Sonic kid, so I loved everything that was Sonic. So I remember I tried playing it once, didn't get it, and then I tried playing it another time, and it was around that time my mom said we had to leave the Shakey's Pizza because we had to go to church. It was Sunday. And then my whole night was ruined. So yeah, there's my story of how I didn't get a Sonic X plush. But we got this guy only a couple years later. Oh right, Amy. Back to reviewing this plush. It's actually a really good plush. It's probably one of the best Amy plushes that I've ever seen or had, compared to like the Tomy plush that I used in my previous videos. But this has to be second place to the best plush of Amy Rose ever. Only second place to the Sine plush line with Amy in there. I actually adore that Amy plush that's in that one series. That's about it for this review, guys. I have nothing else to really say other than the fact it's just Amy. Expect to see her in a few more videos. This will definitely be a key element to future videos. She's gonna be voiced by my girlfriend most likely, so yeah. Hey, I don't know what I'm... Oh!